Oh my god, that was a chair. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, it's not like any other video. I thought it would be fun just to sit down and chill. So I put on a face mask, I'm going to be painting my nails, I've lit a candle for the ambiance. And for my face mask, I decided that I'd be using this one. This is actually one of my favourite ones. It's incredible, so if you haven't tried it, definitely go and buy it. This is by Clarins, and this is their Pure and Radiant Mask with pink clay. It's so comfortable and light and just makes my skin look amazing. And I've also asked you guys to assume things about me on Instagram, so I'm going to go through them and see what you have said. For my nails, I'm just going to be painting them a sparkly pink. I don't want to go like crazy. This is just something that I think adds a little bit extra to my nails instead of them just being plain. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting this on and answer, or I guess correct, your assumptions. If any of you guys have a cat, you'll know that their hair just gets everywhere, and one is on my face mask right now and I'm itchy. So the first one is, you have one of the good profiles I've seen today. Well, that's a compliment, okay, thank you so much. The next one is, nice photo, there is no need for, oh, another compliment. Well, I mean, okay. The next one is, yeah, another compliment. Well, I mean, can't help it. So we have an assumption. So the first assumption is, you are so kind, always looking after everyone else. Well, that's extremely sweet, first of all. I really appreciate that. I agree, actually. I mean, I don't want to be like the bitch on YouTube that's known for like blowing their own trumpet. I would say that I really always try to be kind in life and be nice to people even when they've been nasty. I think that that's really important. Just also the fact that like I'm turning 22. I don't want to say 22 just yet, but I'm turning 22, and I just think that it represents who I am right now as an adult, to be nice to people. I don't want to be someone that turns into like a bitter old person that's just really unhappy in life. I think being kind is so important because you don't know what's happening in their life. A smile to someone can make their whole day, and that's just like factual. Like, how many times in life have you guys been upset, and just having someone be nice just like makes you like, oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. Bray said, I'm thinking, all I can really think is that you would give your shirt off your back to someone less fortunate. First of all, thank you so much to like everybody. Like, I don't want to say thank you individually as we go through, or otherwise I'd be here all day. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who left a comment, took part in this. I appreciate it so much. I feel like this is a really awkward video to film because I don't want to be like really cocky and come across as like someone that's like, yeah, I'm so sweet, like I do all these nice things, you know. If it's possible to help someone, then I definitely would do it. So if it means that I'm like able to help someone out in some way, then of course I would. I would never like not. You're a very caring person, and I also think that you're quite affectionate, but you find it a little hard to open up with new people at first, but once you feel comfortable, you're fine with new people. I'm kind of someone that just does my own thing. As you guys seen from Kendall's video, my world is tiny compared to how big it is, like outside, you know. I love meeting new people actually, like I think it's so much fun. I love getting to see new personalities and hopefully making new friends. I think that that's something that I enjoy a lot. No, don't go on the cushion. Ree also says, you're a hard worker and don't expect anything to be handed to you, but you're grateful for any help that comes your way. Very true. If you guys only knew the kind of things that I've turned down when people have offered me, you would be shocked. I'm a really stubborn person when it comes to working my way up the ladder. In fact, when Kendall offered to send me the laptop, I was like, no, nope. Even though I really needed it, I was like, no, you cannot send me that, Kendall. And I refused point blank. And I also had a friend that offered to send me makeup, who works for a company, and I refused point blank just because I would feel so much better working for it and knowing fine well that I earned something rather than someone just handing something to me. And it probably takes a little explaining for them to say, Declan, you did deserve this, or you have worked hard for this, and it's time that you have something. I'm always kind of putting everybody else first when it comes to things like that. Like, I am a people pleaser. So I like everybody else to be happy, everybody else to be comfortable. And I think it's sometimes really important to put yourself first. So I'm taking a leaf out of my own book and trying different things this year. and put myself first is number one. Bree also said you are very loyal and haven't had the easiest life, but you don't use it as an excuse and you just keep looking forward. It's very scary how real that is. Wow. I'm going to let this dry for a little minute because that question's quite deep. Obviously you guys are aware at the end of Kendall's video she went into a little bit of detail just about my life and people being quite mean when I was at school. When I went into high school I was only 11 and that was a really difficult time for me. A very, very difficult time. I never expected what would happen, and I never want to keep things from you guys, but right now I don't want to go into too much detail, maybe one day, but I suppose I can give like a little outline. People weren't nice, and I'm talking really not nice. I don't know how it works in America, but in the UK you get to choose 2 people from your primary school class to go in to your new class in the high school, and for me I chose my friends just like everybody else. But when I was in primary school, 2 new people joined 1 month before we moved up to high school. And who got the 2 new people in the high school class? Me. So the 2 new people stuck together because they were like extra new and knew each other from the primary school and previous schools that they attended. And I had nobody. So I was in a whole class where people were in groups with their friends and I was sat by myself. So I introduced myself to people and they weren't too friendly, they weren't wanting to be friends, they weren't wanting to talk about things, they weren't wanting to get to know me. It's just how it was, and it was quite a shock only being so young and not really expecting something like that to happen. But it kind of went on for a long time and I never knew that at the time. Oh man. I've never spoken about this on camera, so I don't know if I'm fully ready for that, so I'm going to cut this bit short. Basically they turned out to be very nasty and I really wasn't from that kind of world. I did not know how to defend myself, I didn't know how to bite back, I didn't want to bite back, and I ended up getting very confused, very upset and very scared to go to school. My world became even smaller, and I mean there's so much more. But even though the things that happened to me at school were quite traumatising at the time, they were really, really difficult, I use them now in life to make sure that I don't be like those people and I don't behave like that, as well as learning to understand people better, try and understand what's behind that, because I did try and approach people and befriend them and it didn't work out after so long. I became very quiet and didn't speak much, and I assessed everything rather than got involved in things. So for me, I kind of like to take in everything around me. As far as Bree saying that I'm someone who doesn't use that as an excuse, she's very right. I don't like to use what happened to me as an excuse. I like to use it as something to help me grow as a person and help me understand other people and learn from that. If you guys would like to see a story time on what really happened, then I definitely will. I think that this probably won't be my channel until I open up about stuff like that and let you guys into that part of my life, because it's very much who I am and what made me me. So if you want to see a video like that, then please go and comment, let me know. So Halo Queen Jess said, "You're amazing, awesome, caring and super talented at makeup." Ah, Jess, that is so sweet, thank you so much. Angie assumed that you're comfortable going out with full faces of makeup on. Full faces? Angie, I only have one face. Thank you very much. With a full face of makeup, even if someone has something negative to say. True. True, true, true. Going back to what happened at school, I used to care what everybody thought, to the extreme. And as I got older, I stopped caring. It became exhausting. And you know, during school, you're told what to wear, how to wear it, how to behave, if you can open windows, if you can't open windows, if you can drink certain things, if you can eat certain things, you're just told what to do on everything. But with all of that happening and being told how to behave as a human, it made me feel very robotic and that I could only do what other people wanted. So as I got older and I realised I don't want to do what anybody else tells me to do, and as soon as people started having a problem when I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, it just started driving me even more to do whatever I liked. Like, it made me not care even more. So now when people stare or they shout things or they laugh, I don't mind. Like, and that's fully factual. Like, I do not mind at all, because if I can educate just one person a day by them looking at me and trying to work out in their brain why that boy's wearing makeup and he's out in public, and I've done my job and I've done something good that day. Angie also assumed that you would drop everything to help people you love. That's really, really true. I would do anything for the people that's close in my life. And I mean, without getting into too much detail, that can definitely be dangerous. I'm someone, when I love, I give someone my all. And I guess you could say I am not the best person at welcoming people into my life. And I've really just learned that this month, and I'm still learning, and that was kind of hard to share with you guys, but that's where my mindset is right now. Getting very deep and very emotional, and I feel like I'm going into a lot of detail with you guys that I never really thought I'd be sharing. What was that? What was that? I meant to say sharing. So, life lesson this month for me is probably to make sure and choose people that would do the exact same for me. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Gina says, I assume you are a mixture of introvert and extrovert, and I assume that you are a kind-hearted person, sometimes a little too kind. Gina, what little birdie have you been talking to? As far as being introvert and extrovert, I'm definitely in between. I like to put myself in situations that are going to be really, really busy. I don't mean like parties and stuff. Parties aren't my scene, but like, for example, events, like the Makeup Revolution event. I went all the way to London. I put myself in this big situation where I was meeting the CEO of Superdrug, the CEO of Makeup Revolution. In my mind, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, you know, freaking out. But I knew at the time it was good for me, and that's kind of where my mindset is. Like, I don't want to be too much of an introvert and not let myself experience things and let it kind of keep me behind. I want to be an extrovert and go and experience things. So Katie's assumption was that you are around 18 and still in school. I have no idea how old you are though. Hell no. No, no, no. I am not in school, and I will never be going back. Ever. I'm not 18. I am turning 22 this year, which I think it's about time I start lying about my age, because I'm starting to feel so much older. And I know that so many people will be watching this that's like 30 or 40 and thinking, really? Really? Is this 22-year-old really saying that he feels old? I have never felt my age. Like, I honestly feel like I'm 40 odd. Okay, so for the last assumption, I cannot pronounce this name. Again, I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to say Zarko. So Zarko says, I assume that you have a boyfriend that watches you film all your vids, JK, but actually, oh, yeah, right, I wish I had a boyfriend, but like, I'm on the hunt, so let me know if you know anybody, or if you're watching. Just kidding. Numbers in the description. Guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then remember to give this a huge thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. And if you haven't yet already, please subscribe. I have so many more videos coming out, and I don't want you guys to miss them. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.